Hey guys, so where you're going to start the quest is right here. Now you can get here via the Eagles Peak lodestone and running south. That's what I did personally. Speak with any one of the people standing around the entryway. What are you doing here? How'd you find out about this? What are you waiting for? Accept the quest? Yes, let's go. Speak with Flint. And it should disappear if you did it correctly. And you'll get a cutscene. Light the fire pit. Take the fire making journal right here. Read the journal. What plan? Light the fire pit again. What do you want from us? We must continue through the caves. And let's go to the eastern tunnel. Again, we're gonna have to make another pattern. Now, right after you complete this, rocks are gonna be falling down on top of you. What you need to do is basically get out of the way of them, and then as they fall, and you obviously don't want them to hit you like that, you can see the shadow of it. Pick up the rock and add to small rock pile. Oh my god. And you want to keep adding them until you essentially make a staircase. And climb once you have enough there. Light the fire pit again. Take the journal again. Did you say Zaros? Were you close to Zaros? What happened to you? To the east of the fire pit, there's going to be a tie-up Firemaker column. You want to do that. Say twig. Yes. Relight the fire pit. And we're going to go to the eastern rim again. Now there's 2 pits. Take one of each, so one red and one yellow. And that should be it. This should lead to a dialogue. 2 walls of flames are going to come at you. Just make sure you stay out of the way of it. And after 2 of them pass by, the door on the north should open for you. Wow. Wow. I failed. I didn't mean to do that. You get the point though. Now go through the door. Avoid the ball and jump to the ledge here. Jump to the ledge over here. Obviously avoiding the spit up of the lava when you jump. Now jump to this ledge. Light the fire pit. And push the column switch. Now we want to make our way back across. Light the fire pit. Push the column switch. Let's make our way back across. And push the column switch. And light the fire pit over here. Now we want to make our way back across. Come up this way. Jump across. And push the switch. Make your way back across to the west. Watch out for these rocks falling on you. Light the fire pit. And push the flame switch. Jump to the ledge. I don't know what happened there. Push the switch. Run all the way down here and jump to the ledge. Don't go too slow or you'll get caught. Light the fire pit and push the flame switch. Now you want to run all the way back across. Don't run too slow or you might fall. And enter here. Light the fire pit in this room. Then take the journal. Zamrock. Yes, he's a terrible, hateful god. Again, go down here and tie Firemaker. More options. Sira. Yes. Again, light the fire pit. Alright, let's go to the next room to the east. In here, there's blue, red, and yellow, but you only need the blue, the yellow and the red. I would say collect a few of each of them, as it doesn't really make too much sense to stay with one color throughout the whole entire time on this one. There we go. Now you want to go and hide on the eastern or western sides just like this to avoid all the flames. This time you don't have to cut through all of them, just do what I'm doing and you should be good to go. Alright, so this next portion is quite a long part. It takes about 5 to 8 minutes to do it. But what you need to do is, on these walls, you can light pools of oil, and that'll make a line for you. And while you're doing this, there's going to be things that can attack you, and you need to basically protect yourself and lock yourself in. So I'm going to do this. If you look at this, so it's about to attack me, but I just protected myself from it. And once you make it to the end, congrats. It's quite a long portion of the quest for that part, so go to the next room to the north once you're done. Light the fire pit. Take the next chapter of the journal. Tie up Firemaker on the column. Twig. Yes. Light the fire pit. And let's go into the next room. For this one, we only need the red and the blue. There we go. Can light the fire pit in here too if you want. And take torch. Now for this next part, you essentially just need to make it through the tunnel. If the things start coming down and attacking you, what you can do is just spam click where the arm is coming from, and it'll make it stop attacking you slightly, but it's more about pure luck. So yeah. But like up here, see how I spam clicked and it made it go away? Hopefully that kind of makes sense. Just make sure you keep your health bar up. That's the most important part during this. Almost there. And enter the tunnel once you get here. Light the fire pit. take the journal. Once again, we're going to tie someone up. Emmett? Yes. Light the fire pit. And let's go to the next room. Take the journal in the middle. That's a good idea. Can we leave now? Alright, so at this point I'm going to display on the screen things you need to go get from the bank, basically. Make sure you do not bring armor. It's going to hurt you more than it'll help you. Alright, see you guys soon. And just for reference to get back, we're going to use the Eagle's Peak Lodestone again. Or you can get back there however you got there the first time, but that's the way I got there. And then go back to where you started the quest. And then I'll meet you guys from there. And we're going to go into the tunnels. And Flint is right here, by the way. And he'll give you the flint. Alright, so I recommend watching what I'm speaking about before you start the fight. I'm going to show you examples of what I'm speaking about and then do the fight yourself. This is quite an annoying fight, so get ready for it, but I'm sure you guys can handle it. So climb down the steps, and don't climb down the steps until you watch it, by the way. So she's going to transform, and now you have to light fires, and for every fire you make, that's 100 damage you can do against her. And do not let her touch you, by the way. So I have 4 fires lit, and once I hit her, it's for a 400. So there we go. And also, there are these things that'll come around on the ground. You see the blue. It's like a perk you can get, but they're not worth it to collect. So just keep in mind that for every fire you make, that's the damage you'll deal as long as you actually do hit her. And don't let her touch you. And then at some point, she's going to turn white. I'm going to skip to that right now. So she just turned white right there. Now, what you're supposed to do is bring her over to the water. But typically, she's not going to get there fast enough before it even goes away. So just keep your distance from her while she's white. And definitely do not let her touch you. And then at some point in the fight, the firewalls are going to start coming. Obviously, avoid them if you can. I'm going to skip to this part and show you what I'm talking about. And here's the firewall I was speaking about. So obviously, try to avoid it if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it too much. You should have plenty of food with your Beast of Burden too. And as I was saying earlier, the general way of doing this is light a fire, shooter, light a fire, shooter, and repeat the process. And once she turns white, make sure you stay away from her. You can bring her towards the water, but typically she can't get there fast enough. So don't worry about it too much. Alright, cool. I'm going to cut the rest of the fight out as it's quite a long one and it's just very repetitive. And after the fight, you're going to come up with this dialogue. I ran into an issue where it wouldn't let me talk with her, and it kept hitting me. If you run into that issue, leave the whole caves and come back in. And to leave, you just go through the exit over here. God, that was stupid. So, yeah, we're going to go through this dialogue. How do we get out? Alright. And we're going to go this way to the exit tunnel. Obviously climbing up the steps first. And there you go, guys. I hope this annoying freaking quest was good for you, because it wasn't good for me, but I hope this guide helped out. Have a good one.